Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am back again to my topic. My name is Marta Gore. Next to me, Salis Ladu, my brother. Yeah, Salis, and I just added a question.
جدا.
بعد التعليم انت خلصت اي حاجة كله. آه رئيس بلد ده وبرلك شنو؟ يا تو نو من شغل عشان يا تو نو من شغل disabled بقدر يشتغل like you انت بقدر يشتغل عشان تقدر تساعد نفسك والآخرين. عشان كمان نستفيد نقدر نودي معلومة دي في بلادنا هناك أفريقيا. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Martha, for your question. First of all, I would like to greet and say hello to our viewers. You guys are there. I know you will be watching to this video. Subscribe and share. You are so awesome, good supporters. May God bless you. For your question, Martha, I will translate it to our viewers so that they can understand what you was asking me about. Martha was asking me about after I finished my education, what kind of opportunity does this country provided me with in order for me to get a job so that I can help myself, help others, and also we can benefit in transferring the experiences to our countries in Africa so that our disabled people will be getting a similar opportunity if possible. That is a very huge question. It's a good one. Yeah, it's a good one, but I will be very honest with you in this one. I understand that the government of this country and their people, they are really very supportive to educate disabled people, to give them chance to healthcare, and then also provide them with some other services that can help them in their lives. But when coming to job opportunities, I can say that it is a worldwide trend that disabled people are really struggling to get a job. Even though you are educated or you get the schools, for a job, in most cases, it's not a government responsibility. In somewhat extent, the Department of Labor can do their best to work with some agencies in ensuring that disabled people should be given opportunities for job. We do have also laws in place that protecting the right of disabled people. For example, we have affirmative action, that is for non-discrimination for people of color, disabled people, and all those kind of things. And then also we do have the best example is ADA, American with Disability Act, that was enacted by the former president George Bush, the senior, in 1985. So that one became a very popular law in place to give a lot of privileges for disabled people, schooling, job opportunities, and stuff like that. But to be honest with you, in job, I think we do, but disabled people in this country do have a high rates of unemployment. It's about 75 to 80% of disabled people are employed. And you can see that there is really a big difficulties for blind people to get job opportunities compared to education and the healthcare services. So this one here, of course, we cannot put it on discrimination alone, but I think disabled people themselves, they need to do more. They need to come out and advocate for themselves. Not only here in this country, but I would like to, to say that disabled people worldwide, since they are facing the similar trending pattern for employment, I think we need to be coming out and make coalitions with other disabled organizations and advocate, on behalf of ourselves so that we can be, given this, the job demand, because that is really the most difficult things worldwide that disabled people are facing, you know. So there is some, technical support that those agencies that government is supporting them to support disabled people are given, like special accommodation, in case if you are lucky to get a job, there is a special accommodation that can support you so that you can do the job, like special technology needed for a job, that is always is available, no doubt about it. But the question is how to get into the position in the first place is the problem, you know. So I don't know if how far I can go with this question. There is a lot of issues, related to unemployment here. I can say, you know, for instance, if there is a position given, advertised by the employer, of course, everybody's gonna be competing, for that position, including disabled person. And if there is 10 people competing in that one position, you may feel that that disabled people will technically be knocked out. And for one reason or another, of course, the disability sometimes can be an issue. And in most cases, I can say yes, because I experienced this myself in different places that I applied for. They can take your application good, they can call you for an interview very quick, but as soon as they realize that you are disabled, they give you the interview. First interview, say, "Oh yeah, we will call you. Yeah, we will call you for next interview," and then they will not. There were some of them even will not even, you know, give you a feedback about your job. You will follow up and find out. They say, "Oh, we are sorry, we have given the job away to somebody who is very competent." In job description, I applied because I feel like I'm competent to your job, to your job position because of the job descriptions. But still, you can find that technical things that, oh, this person, has 5 years experiences, he is very qualified more than you or competent more than you. But that is the problem with us. And there is a very good organization that are serving disabled people. So those organizations are working alongside with the Department of Labor to ensure that Department of Labor really work hard to make sure that disabled people get employed. No doubt about that. That is there. For instance, there is ACB, American Council for the Blind, and then there is NFB, that is National Federation of the Blind. These are the most powerful organizations that are advocating on behalf of blind people, in terms of job, employment, and education or rehabilitation training. So those organizations, they are very powerful and they are working very hard to make sure that the situation of disabled people get improved. Other agencies also, like for deaf and blind and people with hearing and autism and all those kind of cognitive sort of disabilities. The organizations are also working very hard to make sure that the situation of employment improve for disabled people. But disabled people themselves, they have to work hard. They have to come out, advocate for themselves, and make sure that their voices are heard. They have to lobby, go to Congress, lobby to Congress, to senators, Department of Labor, and make sure that their concerns are taken seriously. And maybe in the future things will change into better. But for now, I believe few of disabled people who are lucky get a job, but majority of them are not. So thank you.
Wow, that's so nice for you. Um, كلمة بتاعك ده بيمين like كل disabled people نروح عملوا مظاهرات لحكومة عشان الحكومة بيجيف معاهم اللي عمل لهم شركات بتاعهم خاص.
Well, Martha was asking me if disabled people can go on what do you call on riot on the street to protest. That we are being discriminated or we are not being given opportunities to get a job. So he say, I mean that disabled people should go and strike or or, or demonstrate on the streets protesting for job availability. No, I don't mean that. Of course, there is a better way that disabled people do have organizations, and in this organization, they have a better way to organize themselves and advocate, on their demands and needs from the government in a very legislatively way. Yeah, they can have a committee or they can set up a meeting to go meet with the senators, with the Congress people, so that they can present their concern to the representative, and those representatives will take their concern into consideration. So that is I think the best way that our people, if they have issue or disabled people, that is the vehicle for them to advocate or to channel through their concern to the government. And the strike or riot, I think is not a proper method for disabled people to demand their rights from the government. Thank you.
Okay, that's nice. كان كده إلا كان government بعملوا شنو لديسيبل إلا بعملوا شركة كاس لديسيبل people يلا ما بيكون accountable. أنا كان زي ده.
Well, that one I think, I don't know, that is far from the thinking of this majority disabled, because here in this country, anything, if you demand something separate for disabled people themselves here in this country, some of them have different concepts. They will say, oh, that is discrimination. Why we have to be given a specific company designed for disabled people? Then some of them will say, oh, that is a discrimination and we don't need that. We need to have an equal opportunity, equal participation, and equal competition in job.
Because لما بقدر اشتغل مع ناس، لما بقدر اشتغل في شركات، والشركات ده كله ده شركات ناس الغانيانين هم بعملوا كامباني ده من برا، ده اجوا government ذاته يا بعملوا ده خاص، يبقى الناس الكويسين بيشتغل معنا عادي.
Yes, that's why we do have these agencies. We have agencies that serve disabled community, agencies which was, like I mentioned, there is like blind agency, state services for the blind, that was in Minnesota. That is agency designed only to serve disabled people, especially blind. Okay. So this agency is the kind of agency that maybe the employment opportunities can be provided for that particular people to work there. But I can see that the majority of those agencies are occupied with sighted people, even though those are specific agencies created or designed to serve disabled people, but majority of them are sighted. Yeah, are sighted. So that is very important, that if those kind of agencies can be served by disabled people themselves, I think that would be, it will provide some opportunities for some disabled people who are really looking for a job. Thank you.
شكرا كتير، خلصت كله، اي حاجة كله كويس، بس حاجة الكويس government كمان ما قصر، لسه قاعد يساعدنا، وإننا لسه قاعد كمان لنفوسنا برانا. شكرا كتير يا جماعة، شاركوا الفيديو ده، سبورتا بتاعنا ما تكون على لساننا كده يا جماعة، سبورتا كوننا باي تريجا. Thank you. God bless you.